If you want to not call any runs for a 41-year-old quarterback, you're not playing Madden here. We just can't call passes every play.
Question, maybe a stupid one, but I'm just spitballing here.
Can it make you say why not?
That wasn't a stupid question.
It's time for Why Not Wednesday.
I mean, why not?
You know when they say it's so crazy it just might work?
We love that plus money honey, but is it too crazy sometimes? We shall see. We had Nick Whalen on the program a little bit ago. He's all in on the Celtics. He thinks they can get a sweep. He thinks at worst, based on the bets that he's placing, it's 4-1 in Boston's favor. Michael, 9-1 is the price on the Indiana Pacers to come back in the Eastern Conference Final. Could you say why not?
I could say why not. I'm not with Nick. When Nick almost stunned me last segment, when he said that this is going to be a sweep. I didn't see a team that was completely dominant of the other team. I just didn't see that, and I think you have to, like, when you watch the Heat play in Game 1 against the Celtics, you said, yep, they're the better teams. Cleveland, yep, they're the better team. I didn't get that sense. That's why I asked the question the first time, and he didn't get that sense from the question I asked, but then he went with the sweep, so maybe he knows a hell of a lot more than I do on that one.
He was talking more like the mental side of things, right? Like, how much will that loss, knowing you could have and should have won, impact them moving forward? I don't know. We've seen so many series where one game is not like the other, so only time will tell, but 9-1 against the price for the Indiana Pacers there. How about going in the Western Conference Finals here? Maybe that plus 145 price isn't enough on the Mavs, but if you like Dallas, could you say why not to Kyrie Irving to earning MVP in the Western Conference at 14-1?
Oh, I'm easy on that one. I mean, I've complained about Kyrie Irving numerous times about selfishness, about some weird things. But this is a different Kyrie Irving than we're used to. You just have to say it, right?
Yeah.
You got to stop talking about he's a different person, different player. I get all that, right? Now, let's not confuse it. The one thing, he's different personality. He's still an elite player, and he's one of the best one-on-one players in the league. And he can take over a game anytime he wants. And he's playing defense now, and he's playing. Look, I'm a Mavs fan. I am. I'm rooting for him. So, yeah, you can get me to say that one easily.
Hell of a rebrand from Brooklyn to Dallas for Kyrie Irving. But let's stick on that trend. Should they win the Western Conference, could you say why not for them to go on and win it all? 5-1 the price right now.
I mean, why not? Right? Stormy, now you got 4 in a row. We're on a roll. There's 4 why nots for you. This is a record on a Wednesday.
Michael is not on board with the Celtics. I am vibing this.
And I'm not on board. I think the Mavericks are really good. I think that they've improved their defense. They do a great job of adjusting. Look, they've lost game 1 in every series, and they've come back to win. And they're good. And I think they believe Max Kleber will be back to play. So I'm going to go there.
Let's turn gears now to the National Football League. We talked a lot about the Pittsburgh Steelers earlier on in the program, and it seems bettors are split. You have them with the most people betting on them to go over their win total, and then the majority of tickets on them to go under their win total as well. What about 12 wins? Could they have a 12-win season? 8-1. Could they just soar high as ever, and Mike Tomlin gets the most out of this team with a fixed quarterback situation?
You're not getting me here. No way. No way. You're not getting a why not here. No, I think the North is too hard. I think the North is way too hard. And I think it's going to be a challenge, right? So, 12 wins is hard to come by. I think, to me, if they get to 10, that's a remarkable season. Anybody gets to 10 in the North, I think it's a remarkable season.
Yeah. The back end of that season's so brutal. It's a no shot instead of a why not for me there. We just had a lengthy talk about the Raiders and Antonio Pierce. For them to have the fewest wins in the regular season is 12-1. Could you see them being worse than even the Patriots and Panthers and the lower echelon teams?
I would put pizza money on it. I think it's a halfway why not. Yeah, for sure. Because, look, I think any team that's going to have the first pick of the draft, what is symbolic with the first pick in the draft? You don't have a quarterback. Every team that picks, rarely does a team have first pick in the draft that has a quarterback. Now, the Bears got it from Carolina, so that was and they didn't have a quarterback. Think about that, right? Yep. So, the reason you're picking first in the draft is because you don't have a quarterback. And the Raiders don't have an above-the-line starting quarterback. That's just what it is. You can have all the skill you want. You can have Parker and Myers and Bowers and Mayer, and you can have all. If you can't throw it to them, who's getting open?
Producer Elliot, why even throw this terrible one in here? Help me out. Aaron Rodgers to throw 5,000 plus yards in the regular season. It's 18-1. I'm just going to answer for you, Michael. That's a no for me, dog.
Thank you. No way. No way. Look, if you're throwing for 5,000 yards, you're never calling any runs. And if you want to if you want to not call any runs for a 41-year-old quarterback, you're not playing Madden here. We just can't call passes every play.
Yeah, he'd need a former Commanders offensive coordinator in order to have that opportunity. But he's never even come close to 5,000 yards in his career. What I would say, though, if you think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a successful season, he's going to get that arm going. He's 22-1 to lead the league in passing. You think Tua Tagovailoa last year, 4,624 yards for him when he led the league. So there are different ways to approach it at significantly better numbers.